Alright TM Nation, what you're looking at are the FIIL CC2 True Wireless Earbuds. They retail for about $69.99, but at the time of the video, you can get them on Amazon for $45, and that's a heck of a deal. These are going to give you compatibility with the FIIL app, Bluetooth 5.2, about 32 hours of total use with the case, and impressive sound quality for an open-styled earbud. I've had my pair for about 2 weeks now, and in this video, I'll provide you with my experience with them so far, and I do have a few tests throughout the video to help you make a more informed buying decision. But before we get into all of that, let's enjoy some tunes and check out the unboxing experience. Taking a look at the case, the design is not quite like any other earbuds that I have in my collection. It does feel sturdy in the hands with the aluminum finish, but it's not going to provide much protection overall with the open design. Most earbud cases have a lid that you can open and close to keep the earbuds safe, but here FIIL chose to leave the earbuds exposed, which is okay. I mean, you're just going to have to be careful with where you put them because dust, moisture, and all different types of particles can get inside of the earbuds and the case a lot easier. But other than that, I do like the case's size. In my opinion, it's large enough to feel comfortable in the hands, but it's also compact enough to throw in a normal sized pocket, book bag, or purse. Overall, the case is pretty straightforward. You don't have too much going on besides your FIIL branding in the front. The USB Type-C charging port is on the bottom, and your battery indicator light is on the top. Battery life wise, with the earbuds, you can expect to get about 5 hours or so on a single charge, but like I mentioned earlier, you can throw them back into the case a few times for a total usage of about 32 hours. During my testing, I was able to get 4 hours and 47 minutes on a single charge pretty consistently, using the earbuds between 75% and 100% the whole time. But it is important to note that these do feature quick charging, so throwing the earbuds into the case for only 5 minutes will get you about an hour worth of use. Moving on to the design of the earbuds, they look nice in my opinion. They do have the stems, which are a little bit longer than I'd like personally, but I still think they're fine to put in and take out of your ears. If you're looking for earbuds that don't stick out much, these don't really stick out that much at all. It really comes down to how your face is shaped, but if somebody is walking directly towards you or walking behind you, they'll likely be able to see the earbuds sticking out just slightly, but again, like I said, they don't stick out that much. I have worn the earbuds for a couple of hours at a time, and that's gonna be the max for me. Anything beyond that is when they start to become uncomfortable in my ears. For me, this is just another drawback with this style of earbud. There's nothing to make them a little bit more comfortable in your ears. It's pretty much just the earbud without any ear tips rubbing up against your ears. And it's not just limited to these guys. I have a similar experience with the AirPods and pretty much all of the alternatives I've tried out. So again, this style of earbud just for me is not that comfortable for long listening sessions. I did use the CC2s for exercise, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, they moved around quite a bit. And I did expect this outcome to a certain extent because again, they don't have any ear hooks or ear tips to keep them in place, and once the sweat starts flowing, it's difficult for me to keep these in my ears. In general, these fit fine in my ears for casual listening or if I'm on a light walk, but if I'm doing any type of strenuous activity, these are a no-go for me. As I mentioned earlier, these are rocking Bluetooth 5.2 and I had no issues connecting these to either my iPhone 12 Pro or my Galaxy S21. These earbuds also feature 3 different low latency modes that you can access through the app, which are gaming, videos, and music. Without having any of the low latency modes enabled, watching YouTube and Amazon Prime was completely fine. I didn't notice any lag. However, if you're going to be doing a lot of mobile gaming, you are going to want to turn on that low latency mode, because without any low latency mode enabled, I was able to pick up on some noticeable lag while playing Call of Duty Mobile. As for the playback controls, they're going to be executed by touch on these earbuds. There are no physical buttons on either earbud. You also have access to all of your playback controls with these earbuds, which is a plus, but they are not enabled from the factory. To enable all of them, you're going to have to access the app and toggle on full control mode. But I have to note for you guys that at the time of the video, it doesn't seem like the FIIL app is working for iOS devices. I was able to access it on my Galaxy S21, but my iPhone and my iPad are a no-go. Concerning the amount of sound leakage that you'll get with these earbuds, I'd say that they're about middle of the road comparing them to other similar earbuds I've tried on the channel. But as always, I did take a sample for you guys to judge for yourselves. Let's check it out. So taking a closer look at the FIIL app, it works well and it has most of the essentials. Through it, you can see the charge left on both of your earbuds and the case as well. You have the ability to select from one of FIIL's EQs, and they do have quite a few, but if none of them suit your taste, you can create your own. Like I mentioned earlier, you do have access to your 3 low latency modes, and another cool feature that you have inside of the app is the ability to adjust your call volume and your media volume independently. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can access the full array of your playback controls through the app as well. For water resistance, these are rated at IPX5, which is certainly not the strongest, but it'll do just fine for splashes of water or sweat. I did do my water test by spraying water all around the earbuds just to see how they would react while being wet. Let's take a look at what happened. Sound quality wise, to my ears, the highs and mids that you get with the CC2s is pretty good, especially for this style of earbud. With AirPods and other similar earbuds, I lose a good amount of the detail just because the open design, and they don't maintain a lot of that clarity that I get with earbuds that fit down into my ears. With these though, the background vocals and instruments come through okay, and they also do a decent job with sound separation. But they're definitely not perfect. I do find myself trying to locate certain sounds that are pretty clear with other earbuds that fit down into my ears, but in general, I was able to enjoy pretty much everything that I listened to with these earbuds. They do provide a decent amount of bass, but if you're a bass head and that's your thing, they may be a little bit underwhelming. I have made quite a few voice calls using these earbuds, and so far, nobody has complained about how I sounded, but I did take a sample for you guys to judge for yourselves. Let's check it out.
Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my Galaxy S21. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on the earbuds. Now I'm not going to do any type of editing to this audio, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how these perform for voice calls.
So all in all, fam, I think you get the picture that this is not my go-to style of earbud, but at the same time, I do understand that some of you out there love this type. For what you're getting here, I do not think that these are a bad buy. If you like this style of earbud, the call quality is good, the battery life is good, the design is premium, and the sound quality is respectable in my opinion. For what it's worth, comparing these to my AirPods and other similar alternatives, the CC2s provide the most well-rounded sound without looking like your typical stemmed earbud. But you have made it this far in the video, guys. If you haven't already, please drop a like on it for me because it definitely helps the channel grow and I appreciate it. Also, if this was your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing, as I drop at least one video on content just like this per week. But until next time, like I always say, y'all be safe, y'all stay positive, and most importantly, y'all have a great day. I will catch y'all in the next one, but until then, it's your boy Tech Mo and I'm out. Peace.